Michael, thanks so much for your time. Your shareholders must be quite happy. You've rewarded them quite handsomely during this period, as well as continue with your share buybacks.
Yeah, Fifi, I think it is a very valid point you're making, is that our dividend yield over the last few years has literally been the highest on the JSE if you compare it to average share price versus the dividend paid. But it was an exciting year, and especially if you look at what is happening in the retail consumer market. Things are very tough out there.
And that's the thing, you're posting double-digit growth in a market where people are struggling. How are you doing this?
Fifi, a good question. I think Verimark, over the 41 years of our existence, has proven its ability to continuously source the most innovative, unique products that the consumer do want. And that shows you how different the Verimark model, business model is compared to normal wholesalers or retailers. Just talking to many of the top management people in the retail industry, they're all taking serious pain, struggling with...
But then price is king, and all of those managers that you're talking about have all had to, offer significant discounts to consumers or promote really heavily to get them to buy. Has this been the case for you?
As you know, the last few years has been tough for all importers, including ourselves, because most of our products are imported. And if your cost goes up, unfortunately, you sometimes have to, increase the prices, and that has an impact on your sales. The fortunate situation the last year or 2-year period, we've seen that the rand stabilized a bit more, and for that reason we didn't increase prices, which had a big impact, and in some cases we did drop the prices slightly, you understand. But as I said, if I look back at some of our products, like the Flawless Pro is one of Verimark's first mops we ever did, 30 years ago. It's still in our top 10, and it shows you, and it is, it is more expensive than the normal mop, but the quality is superior. The people just keep on buying it, and that's why it's still in our top 10.
So mops, what else are big ticket items for consumers? Because I see a lot of advertising being gravitated towards, slimming products and slimming machines and also food processors.
Sure.
What do people buy the most there?
Our product range is really very, very diverse today. I think we have more than 100 products, if I think where Verimark started with 1 or 2. And the benefit of those is, as I indicated, a lot of them keep on selling. The categories that we function in is mainly, vacuum cleaners. Verimark pioneered the first water filtration vacuum cleaners in South Africa, also about 20 years ago. And today we have a whole range, really top quality, manufacturers to the highest specs with good guarantees. Cookware, very big for us. If I talk about Bauer, I'm sure you're very familiar with a Bauer. And, and then we have the Flawless, which is more floor care. We do toys and educational toys, like we have a little kiddies laptop that you open up and the kids can play. It's about 12, 14 years old, and it's still selling unbelievable, because what we did is we took it to a university to translate, firstly into, it wasn't English, into Afrikaans, but then also into Zulu and into Tswana. And it's still, people can see the benefit of those products. So Verimark operate in a lot of different categories here, including skincare. Health and fitness, also a very big category for Verimark.
For sure, Michael, what is quite interesting is that Verimark continues to market quite heavily on television. I mean, every second ad is a Verimark ad, but this isn't in a time...
At least you noticed it.
This isn't a time where a lot of companies have actually cut back ad space on platforms like TV, because they're not seeing the rate of return in their products. They're going gravitating more towards online platforms, social media. Is this the case for you? I mean, what's your online strategy?
Absolutely, and I think it is so relevant today. I've been honored to be a speaker at a conference recently in Cape Town on digital, and in short, we look at it as an omni-channel strategy. It's not only digital. If I look at, definitely the movement is very much towards digital, and I think it's exciting if I see how big part of total turnover, retail turnover in the US and Europe is digital. But what I found is South Africa is lagging, but it is growing very fast. And I believe it is not just the one or the other. It's putting it all together. Some people love to go into the store, touch and feel it, but then go onto their computer and actually digitally order the product, or the converse where they research it on their cell phone, whatever, and then go into a store to buy it. So we've actually redesigned, just relaunched our website in November. You know, and clearly we are putting a lot of focus on, you know, as you're saying, the whole world is moving in that direction. So getting back to your question of television, we're still one of the biggest advertisers in the country. Some years we're in the top 10 in South Africa, and some years we're in the top 20. But the fact is, you know, the research that we've done show definitely that people still do watch a lot of television. And researching even our you know, colleagues or other associated companies in the US or Europe, you know, they all, you know, it's still a very much a growing industry in the world today, is this what we call direct response TV advertising. Obviously we've adopted adapted the strategy and we are today the world benchmark of taking TV products into retail, you know, with you know, dedicated telemarketing areas and even our own stores.
Michael, quick one, we are out of time. You opened 11 stores in this period. You're looking to re-enter the international markets. Where?
Yeah, we have already started. We, you know, Verimark, up till about when we listed on the stock exchange about 12 years ago, we had about 40 countries that did buy from Verimark. Now, I'm not suggesting they all buy all the Verimark products, but we had Mexico, Argentina, Australia, Croatia, Germany. And the fact is, we then decided at the time to focus more on Southern Africa. And looking back, we should have never stopped there, and that's why last year we participated in a lot of exhibitions in Europe or even in the US, and we actually, in 1 month's time, we will be in Spain again at Seville in an industry-related conference exhibition. And it's very exciting because Verimark has proven over the 40-year period of our existence that we bring the best and latest innovations. In America, if they have one home run, the Oaks make billions, and they need it once every 3 years. In South Africa, because the market is so small, we need those home runs every 2 months. And people starting to realize that's why Verimark bring a lot more innovation. So digitally, you know, there's a lot of focus. Internationally is where I believe to hedge ourselves much better. And it's going to take a little bit of time. I don't want to mislead you. Of
course, we do know the international markets are not without their risks. But Michael, thanks so much. We will leave it there. That was Michael van Straaten, who's CEO of Verimark.